Welcome back to another week of Fall 2025 Anime Tier List. I go over the most recent episodes and rate it based on how I felt about it. And remember, the numeric score that I give, even if, let's say, this is a 10 out of 10, or let's say this is a 6 out of 10, doesn't mean that the category that it goes in represents that number. What lands in these categories are just my biased subjective opinions of how much I enjoyed it, but I'll still give you some sort of number, right? Just to see some sort of objective rating, if there is such a thing. Okay, first up, well, still say is not really dropped, but for a month it's gone, so womp womp. There's some production issues, don't know exactly what's going on, but it is what it is. What was really mid this week? Something that was really fucking mid. Low-key Banished Court Magician. I don't know if this is gonna make it till next week. I don't know. This anime has been stunning in terms of the effort they put into the fight scenes. I will give you credit. It's definitely better than anything One Punch Man Season 3 has. Straight up. Yet the story and the substance is so unappealing that it's getting nowhere. I like the banished from the party aspect of the shitty prince getting a bit of, you know, awareness of how shitty he really is. I like that part, but the constant reiterating themes of, oh my god, Alec has some good friends now, along with these dungeon bosses that just means fucking nothing to me. I don't know. It's just like, what are we fucking doing? In the most recent episode too, I feel that it's cooking to the next arc, yet I think the interest is dying down. So womp womp. Another show that interest is dying down low-key is Tojima. Tojima most recent episode, was it mid? Let's think about it. We got Rider Punch into Wedding. Yeah, I think it was a good episode. It was a fun, enjoyable episode for sure. I think that it was a fun, enjoyable episode, yet at the same time, the audience is kind of losing interest. It's one of those gimmick animes, right? And there's a lot of gimmick animes where it's just like, wow, it's so flashy and cool in the beginning, but as the story progresses, they realize, I don't actually give a fuck about the plot. I still enjoy this show. I want to keep going at it. The Yakuza man, his little fight sequences was kind of hype. I enjoyed the 1v1s, and he just wants to take his boy out for dinner. But we'll see. We'll see where this, this show is going. Twisted Wonderland, the animation, luckily is getting bailed out by the female audience. I'll show you, bro. This is so funny. Twisted, it's doing pretty good. This is again kind of like Arknights. There's sometimes these specific animes where my audience doesn't give a fuck about it. That's why it flops in the first 3 days, especially during the shadow ban, right? Because during the shadow ban, remember what happens at that 3rd day mark. Look at the curve, right? It always spikes up and gets then backloaded to an audience that actually cares about this, and there is a big audience for it. Yeah, Summer Hikaru, that was the same thing too. And the funniest thing is, if you look at the audience that exactly, Summer Hikaru died again, right? This ratio is ridiculous. 66.5 female audience, sure. The second episode, same thing, right? 3rd day, it's lagging, and then boom. So I'm glad that there is an audience that my video is reaching out to, and 82.1%. What the fuck? I mean, it makes sense. It makes total sense. This anime, it's just a bunch of fucking pretty boys, right? A bunch of femboys, husbandos, and twinks. And what do you think? Of course it's gonna be the ladies watching it. And you know what? I appreciate the ladies for coming out. And as long as they keep coming out, we're gonna keep watching. Now, the actual episode itself, though, I fear was kind of mid. It was. Like, listen, the first episode was very flashy in the whole isekai aspect. It's very cozy. Second episode, what was it? Headmaster scamming us, which was kind of funny. He's living in the shack, and then he tried to fucking do his work, and then we got two new characters, Deuce and Ace guy, right? And I don't know, it's just like I'm not really invested into any character, but I still do see the potential of this show considering the production value and the story elements of Disney villain stuff. It's pretty interesting. I just hope that next couple episodes onward will actually make me care about some characters and to get actually invested into the plot. It's still kind of cooking. It's just cooking. Classless Hero, most recent episode. My favorite mid anime. Good episode. It was Academy arc. Magic. We're flexing on them children. Bro is an unk now and he has to go to school with a bunch of toddlers, but you know, he's a fucking Giga Chad. He just learned how to use magic in 3 years and he's flexing, just destroying every single thing. And the children are like, oh my god. It's fun. It's the comfy junk food slop that we love to eat up in our channel. And Classless Hero, it's that, man. It's fucking solid. Let's see. Who Made Me a Princess? Most recent episode. I liked it. I think it was a good episode. I think it was a good episode that plays upon the themes of Athie and Papa's relationship that everyone was invested in the couple episodes in the beginning, right? Lately, after the development was done and introducing new characters in the plot, I think it slowed down a bit. But again, you know, Papa's birthday, not Papa's birthday, Athie's birthday, but Mom's death as well, funeral day, and Athie makes a portrait of the family, and it's so wholesome, and god damn, it's just a cute anime, man. One of the best looking animes too. This recent episode though was kind of odd, right? It was kind of weird in how the models were moving. Let's see. Hey Carl, will you check out Fujimoto 7026 series? Is pretty good and should get decent view due to Chainsaw Man movie hype. 07. Sorry, did I mess up? How do I say this in a polite way? So you see me in the middle of a recording session. What do you think I'm doing right now? I'm making a video, it's pretty obvious. And you come in demanding to do this, requesting a show, hey, watch that, watch this. So just like, do you just, it's just like basic mannerisms, right? It's just basic social etiquette, but why am I expecting that from Twitch chat? Anyways, okay, next up, Mugen Gacha. Most recent episode, great episode. Dark, gritty. The fuck? Yo, there's an elf Diddy. He's trying to rape that Mia girl, and he's saying, you're gonna like it. Like, what the fuck? When did this anime get this dark? First episode, DEI party backstabbing us, betraying us. Yeah, it was there. But the level of darkness that's happening in this arc kind of shocked me, which gets me excited for the future arcs because I'm like, okay, all right. I do like dark fantasy, right? I do love these fucked up elements in stories, and the elf guy, he's crashing out. His voice actor is so good, but the way that he was talking was so fucking creepy. And now the revenge that's gonna happen. I think next episode's actually gonna pop the fuck off, man. 2 kids died straight up. They just got, I mean, a bunch of human adults died too last episode, but who cares, right? Because they're old, ugly humans. But the children and the slice of life episodes that we had with them, it makes us care more. Anyways, crazy episode. It's definitely like a tone shift that I didn't expect. In terms of an anime where it has fallen off really hard due to the gimmick, I think is this, right? And you know what? I still enjoyed it. It was fun. May I say one last thing, right? I think is one of the most fall off animes of this season. And it makes sense. Because the overall premise of this is a girl that punches the shit out of nobles. But how long is that gonna be fun? Viewership is dwindling and dwindling, and now, how is it now? Let's look at it. Yeah, it's definitely right there, right? This is kind of the moment where it's just like, yeah, it's kind of dead. 17K though. I'm glad that I checked it out and it's still fun and enjoyable, but you can see that people are very, very fatigued and they don't really care about the plot nor the slice of life, and it gets boring. And that's gonna be a common thing that happens in animes that has a very promising start, but if it's a gimmick and people get tired of it, what can you do after with it, right? I still thought the episode was enjoyable, right? It was mid-enjoyable. We got a new arc. We got Diana and, you know, Scarlett's older brother relationship like happening. We got summer festival stuff going on. You know, Scarlett fucking the shit out of the church people. Wish that they would actually show us the punching animation rather than off-screening it, but hey, it is what it is. Gnosia, most recent episode. Cat guy, tattoo girl, Yuri outplaying everybody. Solid episode. I'd say it's a good episode. I'd say it was a good episode. I think Genosha, again, is an anime that's so engaging to watch. Not necessarily because the story is amazing or anything, but it's the nature of the show of how it constantly makes you think, guess, who's Genosha? Logical deduction. Some people may not enjoy that stuff, but to me, it's like a fun little game, and you know, it's just fun to watch. The cat guy, what the fuck was that though? Bro wanted to turn into a cat, so he fucking surgically attached the cat to his fucking neck. I'm like, what, did the cat say okay to this? All right. Assassin Isekai. Most recent episode, what was it? It was after the elf arc. We're going to a new place, a beast continent. They're racist as fuck to the humans, I think. Our cat, right, Yoru, he like crashed out a long time ago. There was some flashback stuff there. The pacing is god awful right now though. The pacing is very weird, and even though again, it is stunning, like the animation, the production value is stunning, the lack of pacing and overall direction makes these impactful scenes not impactful. There's a moment where the main character Akira is angry, right? For the first time, other than, you know, my family, like I have never been this angry, and he crashes the fuck out, right? It came out of nowhere though. And there was little to no slice of life or actual moments to invest for us to care about that other character that's in danger. So it's like, it's so fun. I think I enjoyed it more than Tojima though. Yeah, I put it here. I think I enjoyed it more than Tojima though. If we wanted to put these animes down here, I'd be down to do that too though. Straight up. But I think that these were pretty fun. Yeah, I'll put it up there. Oh, where are we? Next up. Strange Grief. That was mid. Strange Grief was very mid. It's like I don't know. We had a couple good streaks happening with the Arnold stuff. The way that the final arc at the fucking Hot Springs wrapped up was so chaotic, and it just, the comedy didn't really hit either, and we got to see Lucia and Ansem pulling them. That was kind of fun, but the doo-doo-doo stuff, okay, it's kind of funny. Cry, you know, getting out of his bullshit by just luck, and yeah, that we enjoy that. Stree popping off and getting angry at Cry and having a mask off moment saying, "You owe me all this fucking money, you piece of shit," was really like, whoa, what the hell? That was kind of interesting. But other than that, the wrap up, the conclusion, it's a mid episode. It's enjoyable though. It was an enjoyable episode. Reincarnator, good, solid. I again appreciate the story. This anime is the soap opera, and the direction with the soundtrack and their storytelling is beautiful. It's immersive. It makes me care. I am locked into the story of why the spirits have cursed the humans and all that shit. Ellen getting traumatized came out of fucking left field, and overall, good episode. A Wild Last Boss, great episode. Great episode for sure. It's a setup, lore-heavy episode that many people may not care about, but man, that backstory with Rufus, crazy. Kind of funny too, because it's like white wing supremacy versus colored wings. You really trying to do like a real-life commentary about, you know, white supremacists and how they hate people of color? I think the author definitely is alluding to that. There's no fucking way this is coming out of thin air, but again, that's just, you know, fiction is, it takes from reality, and the flashback was brutal, man. The child is just getting punched in the fucking face. There was an amazing scene where Rufus, you know, realizes that no one's gonna save her and it's up to her to change everything, and we understand the past, you know, the motivations from this trauma and why she wanted to be a conqueror, to unite everybody under this power, right? The direction during that scene where Rufus gets up and runs to the cliffside and has a realization, I think was beautiful. Dina still sus, as usual. We got that new Venus girl pulling up, which is, what the fuck? She kind of looks a lot like some of the other characters that we have. And now we have this question of, what the fuck is going on with old Rufus? The video game Rufus versus the play Rufus. There's two souls and one is sealed away? Huh? We'll see what's going on. One Punch Man. It's still fun to me though. I think that I probably enjoyed this. Like, if we're going to talk about enjoyment, I probably enjoyed this more than these. Straight up. One Punch Man needs a separate tier. Here's the thing though, right? Let's talk about, because the thing about this is that people get very confused about my ratings. So again, let's talk about this. I think that the number that represents episode 5, the highest score I could give is a 7 out of 10. I don't think this is an 8. I don't think this even gets to that 7.5 range. I think a very generous score for the most recent episode is a 7 out of 10. But more accurately, probably is somewhere between 6.5 to 6.8. I think that is an adequate score of One Punch Man. But if that's a number rating, again, doesn't really matter how much that I enjoy it. It's still fucking fun. It's still really fun. Garo popping off. The overusing of the Garo theme is kind of funny though. There was some frames that was butchered, like, you know, Garo doing that pose. The Van Oba cut was not delivered appropriately, but I still appreciate him pulling up. It was a fun time. Orochi remaining 2D is pretty good. Consistent, yet a lot of CG fire smoke stuff that looks half decent, yet you look at some of the season 1 stuff in the 2D fire and you're like, yeah, that's way better. Overall, it's going to be a disappointing episode to the people that had high expectations for this. But again, I have zero expectations and I'm just taking it for what it is. And it was good. It was a good episode for me and how much I enjoyed it. And finally, the best anime of this season. Gachakura. And nah, again, right? At the very end, I actually promote shows, right? So let's promote this. Gachakura to the top. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? Gachakura. God damn, this shit just fucking keeps cooking. I'm like, bro, I thought we were gonna fucking slow down for a bit. No, we get Rio versus the hair girl. I'm like, okay, I wonder if this matchup is gonna do any numbers. I don't think people really care that much about this matchup. And then she pulled out a gun. She pulled out a gun. And it's not like we haven't seen guns before in this show. We have. In fact, I think they even used a gun on Rudo in the first couple episodes of Gachakura, right? But god damn, it's like the Jinky though, the Jinky battle. Listen, the Jinky is used to kill the trash beast, but Ryu pulling up the gun and saying "fuck it, I'm just gonna shoot you." It was like, what? Jabber gets robbed too. Ryu is a menace, and Ryu, this is mask off moment. I thought that this was a relatively normal girl, right? I thought she was like a chill girl that has a crush on Rio and likes to cut hair. No, she's a fucking insane assassin that got, you know, taken under by engine at a young age, and there's a dark past. She's fucked in the head, but if you think about it, she's doing this to protect her comrades. And this is not a duel to respect the sanctity of warriors. And yeah, it kind of feels like it's cheapening the fight, but again, this is all out survival right now. So what she is doing is very optimal. It's just, wow. She really just fucking she really just pulled the fucking gun out, huh? God fucking damn. And then the egg stuff, right? The egg stuff with the offerings, the hands being cut off. Those are actually characters in the past, right? The shovel god that we actually fought against. So looks like we gotta give the egg givers, and then the egg will hatch, and then what? Like a dragon or a phoenix is gonna come out, and we're gonna ride that shit and go to the sphere? I don't fucking know, man. But I think that this is my rating for this week. Now let's see if there's anything to recalibrate. Let's try to be really harsh right now. Again, nah, I don't think anything belongs in trash. Nothing really pissed me off this week that really hard. Like the fucking this anime was last week on trash simply because of the stupid fucking plot, right? That just blew my mind. But I think that this is actually a pretty decent breakdown of how much I enjoyed this week's of anime. And that's it from me, man. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.